A quick shout out to our sponsors, Higher Mental Power TV. Speaking up. People always talking about, oh, you know, black people don't have our own media. Why are we so underrepresented or misrepresented in the media? This brother here and his team have put out fantastic content that reflects the kind of things that, you know, you won't see on BBC or Sky and so on and so forth. So thank you everyone for attending our four. This mic is loud, you know, brother. Yes. Yeah, our fourth Naked Truth. Like I said before, it's going to get real busy, real packed in here. And yeah, today's going to be fireworks, you know. Someone told me the other day our acronym is TNT. I was like, jeez, explosive. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to have some real uncut conversations, you know. We're not here to pussyfoot around. We're not here to unpack the problems. We're here to look at solutions and really give you guys an experience, you know. My name is the 5-star General. Yeah. You can find me at Love It Is The Verb on all social media, and myself and my fantastic team over here. You can introduce yourselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Rochelle, aka Rochelle. I didn't get one. Whatever. Hi everyone, my name is Michelle. I'm Mitch. You can hear us. Yeah, do you read that? Michelle, aka Mishibu, people call me. Welcome everyone, and I hope you all enjoy yourself.
We're not an organisation that just popped up overnight. We've been here for about 5 years in the making. Normally we work with young people in the community, you know, we really sit down with them and talk about relationships, you know, and we go in with the young people. And for those that know us, know that we don't pull our punches. We're not youth workers, we're just people that care, and we're very unapologetic in the way we explain things and the way we share experiences. But what was happening, a lot of the times we were speaking with the young people about relationships, it was always going back to the house. And their mum and their dad, their issues. Yo, keep the voice down, please. Yeah, so we decided to say, okay, let's do something for the older generation, you know? Let's do something not only for the older generation where, so it wasn't only just for, you know, the older generation, but we wanted to hold it in a wine bar setting because we didn't want to speak to those who were already converted, you know? We wanted to be able to attract the right type of person, you know? So I'm not going to spend too much time explaining who we are and our history, but you can ask questions for us. Give it up for JJ! Yeah.
Let me introduce our second host, the amazing, beautiful, talented Peaches!
It don't matter. If the mic goes down, alright, what's this? There's an artist that I think so what's this? We're going to remind the house. I met this artist about, for those who just came, and for those who last year. It was last year I met this artist. So when I met this artist, I was like, I don't even remember rules. So he's sharp with the word or two. One of them is talking, you know, he just, he's just, like, you know, naked. Respect is a two-way street. Goes into your gut and rips it out and makes you think it's thought-provoking. I think, and if anybody's, if there's a seat next to you, and he is definitely chosen. Make some noise, please. Chosen! You know what I mean? Yeah, just like, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about everybody now. Yeah? Alright, cool. Yeah, man.
It's like someone that
It's organic.
interested, they flag them down.
It's organic.
Chosen. And the chosen, it was so chosen. What's this? There was a couple people who were chosen to have their birthdays at this time of year. So people, what I wanted to do. Where's the birthdays? Whose birthdays are coming up? Stand up, sister. Who else's birthday? Who else's birthday?
Who else's birthday? Oh wow,
Take a seat, one more replay. So what you got? Hey. Hold on. The candles are going to drip.
Those are the single people.
And chosen was necessary.
Be proud, dude.
People, say happy birthday to the birthday girls inside. After 3. 1, 2, 3.
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Stand up, birthday girl.
I got all 3 seconds, by the way.
Happy birthday. Come to the front. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. What we tell them? Happy birthday to you. Selector. Happy birthday to you. Happy
This has really been unexpected.
Yeah, this event is amazing. Thank you all. You guys have been great singing voices, by the way, so we should give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you. I'm sharing the cake. It can get cut up and given out. Is it chocolate? Because I'm not a fan of chocolate.
I think it's chocolate. That looks like chocolate. I just don't know if it's chocolate.
It could have a chocolate inside, chocolate outside and a strawberry inside. I have no idea.
That's chocolate. People, the artists I mentioned him before.
People, are you ready? Oh Lord!
I said, no, I done it wrong. I done a remix.
Yeah, you done your own thing. It's alright.
I done it. It's alright. Work though, innit? It worked.
Straight.
What's up?
Why do we have 2 male artists, a male and a female artist?
Honey, let me just tell you something. It's just like that this time.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're not impressed?
It's how it goes sometimes. Equality.
Are you an artist?
Have a look around and see the balance of how much beautiful sisters are in the place. Like, there's some singers in here now, bro. It's just natural like that.
Okay, and in fact, let me just tell you, there's too many sisters in here. There's too many sisters in here.
I'm not
There's too many sisters in here.
No.
There's too many sisters in here.
No.
We need more man. We need more man. We need more man. We need more man.
Boy. Just for the record, I'm happy with the ratio.
Yeah, you're happy, but I ain't. I love my sisters.
No, we need more brothers to balance out the discussions, really. So definitely.
So what's this?
I know.
What you say?
My God! Stand up! My God!
Hold on.
I don't know. Let's not explain that.
Yeah, but hold on.
Right, quick.
I just say, where's his stick?
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah.
I'm about to take off my headscarf.
No. Don't do it.
You know that way. So let's go.
Yeah, let's
hear some noise.
No. But finish your point about what we want so that we can change the situation.
Oh, that point.
Yeah, that point.
All right,
Quickly.
let me tell you the point. So the point is this. Sisters, the next one of these events is in August. 26th of August. Make it true here. People, what we need...
Pre-carnival, this is pre-carnival. Don't watch carnival, this is our life right now,
If you're a sister sister, this is your challenge.
Yeah.
Bring the sister who brings the most men.
Yeah.
The most men.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Nah, you give up already?
See, yeah.
What you say? Yeah.
We trying that. That's what it's about.
Hold on, watch this. Hold on, watch this. What we just said is sisters who can bring the most men. However, men could also bring their brethren. It's true, but the challenge right now is to the sisters.
Yes.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Alright, on that note, we'll be very political, and we will be getting extra naked. People, put it together, make some noise.
The one and only Tuesday! Are you kidding? Swagger daddy. Jeez. Swagger turn up, man. Come to them.
You don't have to excuse me still, I just came from work. I haven't been around vibes like this in a long time. I love you though, you know. Alright, cool. How much time do I have? No time.
Okay, 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah? Cool. Okay, cool. So, first of all, yeah, can I just get everyone to make some noise if you've enjoyed the show so far? All of that. I need a piece of that cake. And a piece of that cake. Yeah? Just secure it right, chosen on it. You see, no, that's mine, alright? But what I'm gonna do right now is I do spoken words. I'm a poet, right? And I've got the piece that I'm gonna do today with the whole theme of naked truth is a piece that I wrote a little while ago, and it's the whole idea of it is basically I used to listen to the conversations that my older brother used to have when I was younger, and he would talk about girls, right? And it was all like the bravado and you know, girls are like buses. This one, next 15, one coming. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff, yeah. And then I kind of hear the other conversations that he'd have with his friends in his private moments, and they're a little bit more softer. You know, you see the care inside of him come out, and I wrote this piece basically, and it's supposed to be what a player would say if they were being honest with themselves, yeah? But when they meet that female that sort of brings out the other side of them, okay? Cool. Alright. So it kind of goes like this. I wish I could have met you at the start of the year. Even if you were across the globe and you had me setting sail, missing January sales, like I hardly would care. Eyes closed as I envisioned you. Pardon me, dear, that's because your smile brightens up the dark, but I fear that my perception of your perfection is only partially clear. Fire burns in your eyes and I can see that the fire flickers, but I get the feeling I don't even see the entire picture. Of course that's true, I mean how can I be denied? There's so much more to you than what meets the eye, but what meets the eye is perfection. The nicest complexion. Don't ask me what shade, I haven't decided yet. But with your honey brown eyes, childbearing hips, flat tummy, round thighs, and
My God! Are you crazy?
I said, don't ask me what shade, I haven't decided yet. But with your honey brown eyes, childbearing hips, flat tummy, round thighs, and the nicest legs I can guess, you're from the motherland, right? Yeah, see, you got that sort of physique that only comes from home-cooked jollof with assorted portions of meat.
My God, are you crazy?
I said, you got that sort of physique that only comes from home-cooked jollof with assorted portions of meat. Mummy makes enough for a month and tries to store it to keep, but of course, because it's sweet, she'll have to make more in a week. And I said, I'm saying a place in your heart is a blessing that few have earned. Because not everybody has pure intentions. And that's the lesson you have learned. You've seen the effects of settling for less than you deserve, so you'll never be with a man who could forget what you were worth. I said, a place in your heart is a blessing that few have earned. Because not everybody has pure intentions. And that's a lesson you have learned. You've seen the effects of settling for less than you deserve, so you'd never be with a man who could forget what you were worth. It's evident in how your heels and the curb connect. Baby, you walk like the streets don't deserve your steps. And I know a lot of brothers try taking you from you. Because when you walk by, heads turn like they're hitting the dog. But I'm saying let them dance. Twist up their neck and glance. They won't even get a first, let alone a second chance. But still, desire will catch them all as soon as they peek at you, because your style is the meanest too. See, people can't help but notice when you leave a room, you make complete buffoons of any girl thinking they can compete with you. But you wouldn't just be a pretty face. See, the fact that you're intelligent isn't hard to figure out, dude. In fact, I'd argue that's the most beautiful thing about you. I wouldn't. 1, 2. I wouldn't hide you from other females, only saying your name when I'm aiming to gain ratings from fellas. I want to tell the world about you so that they can get jealous. We could even, well, I don't know, go shopping. With me carrying your bags and all like a horse until my legs fall and I... Stop it! Stop it! Turn up! Stop it! Stop it! Turn up! Someone get the DJ, man. Alright. I said, we can even go shopping. With me carrying your bags and all like a horse until my legs fall and I feel more like a corpse. Then you can sit in the left seat while we cruise in my bed. Alright, that's bogus. It's a focus, but it rolls like a fish. I say dumb stuff to make you laugh, you got the best smile. Dumb stuff to make you laugh, you got the best smile. Hot chocolate and back rubs when you're stressed out. We could even go food shopping and play Need for Speed with the trolley and say I miss you when you're only in the next hour. Alright. You probably make me do all the cooking. You probably make me do all the cooking and you'd eat more. It's supposed to be even, but I won't even keep score. See, I'd fight for you, lay down my life for you, and tattoo your name over my heart so it knows who it beats for. Are you crazy? I said, so it knows who it beats for. It's only right to see you and I together in uni. Run it back, I said it's only right to see you and I together in unity. But truthfully, this life of mine is looking pitiful. I'm seeing all these happy couples looking lovesick and all walking hand in hand, and I'm just wishing they would trip and fall. I saw some stuff last week and let it burden me for nothing. I don't know, it must have been like their anniversary or something, but this guy on the train looks in his partner's eyes. He blows her a kiss and then she starts to cry, because he's describing the romantic setup that he had planned for them, and I just found myself praying that his card declines. Like,
Wow.
It's peak, but I'm still looking for the rest of me. So when I see happy couples, jealousy get the best of me, but one day we'll meet. And when that day comes, I'll look at you, and you'll look at me, and I'll thank you for all of the beauty I see, and truly I'll mean it. I won't even begin to doubt you. So wherever you are, just know that I'm thinking about you. Thank you.
Give it up again for my boy Children!
Hold on. Would you see the DJ come from round the back in that? The DJ come round the back in that. That's you understand?
Come on.
People.
Come on. He's speaking for all of us, in of course.
You know what? Was I lying? Was I lying when I said he was very necessary? Was I lying? No! Oh, I just checked in. And you know what? Ladies, don't get brought in by the suit, you know. And the pretty face. Don't get... Right. So, on that note, I think it's only right. I think it was a nice setup as well if you think about what Chosen's talking about. You see that word up there? The one beginning with the S. What's it? Say it again. I said say it again. What's that word with the S? Solutions. Oh, come on, people. Do you want solutions? People say, oh, you know what? We go to these events and people chat. And we all know the issues, but we don't ever want to come up with the solutions or talk about them. Well, let's discuss together. Are you ready to discuss solutions?
I don't think they're ready. Who's really ready to do solutions, though? But you know what it is, Peaches? Is it do solutions so that we can act on them, or just to hear it?
On them.
We're going to act on solutions. All right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you notice that you asked that question to everybody?
Yeah.
But I think I only heard two people.
Only two really naked people.
Turn around and say, yeah. So everybody what? They just want to chat?
They just like to hear solutions. We do like to hear solutions, but who really is going to put this to practice in their life? Because remember, the solution's coming from all of us. It's not, don't look at us. You know what I mean? We're not looking at you, we're just hearing. And if something sits with you, share that, you know what? I'm going to put that into action in my life. Because then we can all see that it's affecting someone, yeah?
Solution.
Salute!
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, salute.
So, remember, respect, listen, and it's solution focus. Yeah? I know what you got to do. What, you read the question and you're ready? You ready?
So you're ready, yeah?
Now, I've got to tell you, I'm very mindful that there are people in this room at all different levels, yeah? So watch this, I know there's kinesthetic, visual and auditory learners in this very room. So let me read out the two. In terms of relationships, if you could do anything differently, what would it be? So change, and why?
And why?
Why has a very long time. No joke. Change. Yeah. You're standing there, you see the woman put up her hand and I was reading out the question. Why are you not there ready?
Alright, I just wanted to make sure you're ready.
It's alright, I'll be the solution.
Wow, go for it, sis. And let's start picking on people who ain't speaking, because that's who I want to hear from. Some people are in here and they're getting a lot, but they're giving nothing. And I'm watching, I can see people hiding behind pillars and just being in this place. The mic might come around your way, you know, but It's nice if you don't mind sharing, you know? Be naked. Go, sis.
I hope you ain't talking about me, man.
For me, growing up in my house, it was like my mum is this strong woman that she doesn't express herself. She doesn't talk about what's going on or, you know, anything. She just didn't, she was very, very closed. So I learned how to be closed and not speak when I have an issue, or if anything was happening, I wouldn't talk about it. I'll just internalize it and then things would build up and build up. So I would say in terms of like relationship, communicating, being brave enough to open up and speak. And even if you feel like the other person is judging you, but just you opening up is opening up yourself. It's like, it might not be necessarily for the other person, but it's just you kind of overcoming certain barriers that you have within yourself. And I just think communication is key. And I think as well, a lot of black people, sometimes we think that if you go and see a therapist or you go and talk out to someone, someone's going to be like, you shouldn't be doing that. But my friend here, Marie Daniels, she has a company called Mind Matters. And when I started to open up, I opened up to her, and I kind of saw that there's different avenues. You know, you don't have to deal with things by yourself. You can open up, and there are going to be people there that will support you, and they won't judge you, and it's okay to just open yourself to somebody else. So I would say, bless you.
Yeah, lovely. You got some hands up over there?
So, before I even come to you, yeah, what's going to happen is it's important to talk to each other first, I believe. And rather than, you know, I know some people, because sis there, she was just boss, so I just decided to go to her. But really, what I would like is for you to speak to the person next to you on this very topic here, this question, and then we'll open it back to everybody. So you, and you. I will bring you in when you come back. Is that okay? That's fine, I know it is. Let's go. Talk to the person next to you. 1 minute, you only got 1 minute. 1 minute.
10, 9, 8, 7,
6,
5,
4, 3,
and 1.
dun 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 dun. Bring it back, bring it back,
Hey!
bring it back to us. Bring it back,
Hey!
bring it back, bring it back to.
Cut, cut, cut! Yeah, man, one order.
One place, one order. It's nice to talk, isn't it? Look how good it is to talk. You see, son, this is where I like to see demonstration of man and woman. Woman is talking, man is listening. The man, you see how man push up his name is Tim, yeah? The Tim push up his lip like so.
Timmy magic.
My God! Alright, I like that he was in tune. He was in tune, he's got that attitude and all sorts. Alright, so.
Who wants to share?
Who wants to share? That's beautiful. So you know what?
We've got hands
I'm
up.
going to this lady here. But remember what you said, you know?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We want to hear, we heard her.
Of course.
So I want to hear from people whose voices.
Give me a round of applause, because I understand that.
New sister, new sister.
Yeah, new sisters, new brothers, whatever, man.
Sorry. Well.
No, she's ready.
She's ready.
She's hot. You're feeling anything now.
Oh my God. Are you ready for the microphone?
Okay.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
I thought I had the solution, but I didn't. Okay. Started dating a guy last year, January. No, I'm lying. I get my dates properly. June, a year and a half ago. Split up January last year. 6 months into the relationship. My reasons for not wanting to take it further is because I think by 6 months me being on 36, him 38, you should kind of know what direction you're going in by then. And I'm very closed book, so I let my guard down. I felt him, banter was great, we get on so well. Introduced him to my little girl who doesn't really see. I've been single more than I've been with someone. So previous to that, I've been single for like 10 years. So I let a big guard down, introduced him to my daughter, everything was going swimmingly. And then come 6 months, it's like, what do you want? He's like, well, when I told you I didn't really want to be in a relationship. Well, I was like, hey girl, finish. Which he did at the beginning, but I think by 6 months of you being together and doing stuff and blah blah blah, you should kind of you should follow this direction. Because my outburst, it's maybe it's a midlife thing. I don't know. I feel like I need to be with someone who wants to be with me, that wants to get married, maybe more kids. I'm not a rush, but I'm gonna be 40 soon. I don't want to be doing the school run when I'm 45. So you're looking for a solution. I got it off, but he's been present in and out of my life up until the last 3 weeks. We've dated again. Now he's on the terms of he wants to actually give it a go, but I'm thinking, well, you didn't want to give it a go 2 years ago, so why now? Do I risk I'm confused.
Alright, so remember, extra, you got a solution? Hold on. So let's get one order, one voice. Yeah?
She's not complete.
Right, so we got hold on, David, did you touch my arm to talk? Sorry. So extra and then David. Go on.
This is quite universal still, but you did say it, and this is a problem. It goes down again to communication. One of the first things you said is that he told you. What we must learn to do with each other is not just listen, but become active listeners, which means that we do something with what we hear. We don't just hear something and do nothing.
He said we'll see how it goes.
No!
Right now, sis, you need to practice your active listening skills. Yeah? Active listening skills. So when you're hearing the brothers, you just spoke, everybody listened. I would like to assume, yeah? And the brother is coming with a solution with what you have given.
No, it's what she requested.
What she requested? Okay, yes. So look, my God, the active listening skills. So.
Which is why I was begging for the mic. Thank you, Change. But no, seriously. And why I said that's universal, because I've noticed that a lot in relationships that I've seen my friends go through, that even myself, I've been in relationships with women, I've said how I feel, what I would like, what I want, where I'm at, but they want something else. They didn't hear, they didn't want to hear, for whatever reason is going on with them, they didn't want to hear. So again, you must identify where you're at with yourself, that you seem to know where you're at. Do not settle for less. Yeah. Do you understand? This said it in his lips. But yeah, point down still.
Alright, cool. That was nice, short and sweet. Now what it's going to do is I'm going to DC. Watch this. Change. Yeah, change. Watch this. We've got DC. We have Sis there, Simone. Hold on. Just you, my brother. Okay, cool. I got you, bro.
Nice one, extra, because I was going to hit on the fact that the gentleman had told the sister at the beginning that he kind of wasn't too sure. But one thing you must understand, what men do, and I don't like to talk for all men, but I've worked with men for nearly 10 years. So what I know that a lot of men will do is that to absolve themselves from a situation, they will tell you where they're at. And that was his way of letting you know he wasn't committed. And you didn't listen to that. That's the first thing. The second thing is what I was talking to my, what's your name?
Brother Nick.
Brother Nick. The second thing was maybe a little bit before we even hit the relationship, it's something that I call due diligence. So if I was going to go and buy a second-hand car, which a man generally is a second-hand, yeah, I would take a mechanic with me because I'm not a mechanic. I'd get him to check out the engine. Stop it! Stop it! Calm down! Stop it! Stop it! Calm down! Cool. The next thing I'll do is I'll check out the mileage. Then I want to know who the previous owners were. So I'd bring a mechanic, yeah, to check out the engine. Because obviously the bodywork might look good, bodywork might be crisp. Stop it! Stop it! So for over there, I'm going to check mileage and I want to check previous owners, alright? Because I want to know what's been going on with this car, what's it gone through. So if I was going to buy a house, right? If I was going to buy a house and I had children and maybe I could only afford a flat, a maisonette, would I buy an upstairs or would I buy downstairs because I want a garden? Yeah, would I buy a house with enough rooms for my children? Alright? So I'd even get the house surveyed, right, to make sure it's, and we spend a lot of money on getting houses surveyed. So not just to you, pointing at myself, and to the men, how is it we're having children with women and we haven't done our due diligence?
Next solution. Remember, sister.
What's your name, DC? Amazing.
Father figure.
What I would say to you is this. It sounds like to me, because I was thinking about my issues, and I would say, you let go of your non-negotiables.
Hey, yes.
So your non-negotiable is you want to be married. You want to have children. So the issue I see what you've done, when he was speaking about the house, not everyone that views a house buys that house. That's the first thing. Your precious young lady, your daughter, should have never been introduced to that man until you asked that question. So I'm not down on you because I've been where you've been. But what I will say to you is this. Hold your non-negotiables. It don't matter. Ask from day one, baby boy, what do you want? If he runs, he's not the man. He's not him. Because the true man, and I believe this because I'm still on top of my mountain, will climb that mountain, move that mountain, shift that mountain, break that mountain. So you see this one that's been around you for the 3 weeks? Bye, baby.
Brother, I've got you. People, hold it down.
My time. Okay. I slightly disagree. I agree with the brother there and say, if it's a woman, I'm not buying a house or a car. It's different emotions. But all I want to say, slightly from my point of view, if I was going to do something in my next relationship when it comes, I would not do the physical first. I'd wait for a good 6 months at least and see if I can. Stop it! Stop it!
I know that it's hard to say that, and trust me, it's hard. Oh no, sorry, it's hard, and I think generally, I know we've got to talk from I, and generally, if we all would be better off if we took some time before we got into the physical thing.
Ladies start on the 90 dating, yeah? The 90 dating.
I said 6 months, at least. It's hard. Did you ever see the episode of My Wife and Kids when they talked about if you're 6 months, you're gonna get that mad sex that you can't believe that you're ever gonna get in you because you had some time. You know when you've done it straight. Sorry? Oh, you preserve your energy. Okay, I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is preserve my energy. No, enough energy. But anyway, that's all I have to say anyway.
Bless you. Sis. Hi. Alright, listen, there's a couple of things that have been coming in my mind. My motivation for coming here today is like how to build bridges between the black man and the black woman, yeah? How to bring us together. I find it's this little, I understand that we have literally advised people, walk man, done that, leave it, move it. We're not, I'm happy to see that we're focused on solutions right now, yeah? Now, in terms of the sister back there, respect for being transparent, yeah?
Yes.
Now, it's like, yes, perhaps we don't listen, and we're learning that lesson. It's about listening for man and for woman, yeah? You didn't hear him clearly, and you knew deep down you were good for that man, yeah? That's what you knew. And you knew that you had something to give to him, so you proceeded and you showed him how open you were. You introduced him to your children, about your daughter, so on and so forth. But he then said that he wasn't committed and the relationship done. Now my man is coming and stepping to you and saying that he's ready for a relationship or something to that effect. Now you've got this big brick wall around you, which many of us do, yeah? And we keep that brick wall up for fear of being hurt again. Now you two may be actually perfect for one another. You understand? So you owe it to yourself and to your daughter, because everything is for a reason, season, or a lifetime. You must, we're not honest enough with ourselves, let alone each other. You understand? And we are holding ourselves back. You owe it to yourself to do your pros and your cons and have an open and candid conversation with this brother, and make sure you're not just kicking him to the curb because you're frightened he's going to let you down again, baby girl, because there's so many people together that are not in love, and so many people that are apart and wish they were together just because they won't be open. You know, so love and light to everybody.
Yeah, so basically, no, I'm good. Basically, I've been listening and I agree with everything that's been said. But I personally believe if anything is going to transpire between relationships with other people, it has to start with self first. So I would say if I was to go into another relationship, the first thing I would do is love myself. I have a saying that says that goes, turn your demons into diamonds. And I feel like until you go deeper in yourself and embrace. When I say love yourself, I don't mean the nice, like the nice side. I'm talking about the things that you hide from other people. The things that you keep locked up in the closet. Until you can go to that place and look at them and embrace them, you can't expect no one else to love your flaws. You understand what I'm saying? So that would be my advice. Love yourself first before you go into anything.
Yes.
Can I repeat that?
Yeah, please do.
Can I repeat that?
Please do.
Yeah? Love yourself first.
And know your worth.
And know your worth. I'm going to finish it with that bit, yeah?
Thank you.
Love yourself first and know your worth.
Yes.
Shall we say that one more time together?
Yeah.
All right. Love yourself first and know your worth. But how many people actually understand that?
Right.
That's the question. So you know what?
Before you get there.
Well, I can't bring this in.
No, of course you can.
I can't bring it in right now.
If you really think it's there.
One more question. I mean, one more solution.
I've got a brother over here who had his hand up, and then you can do that
We
one.
got that.
Yeah, last two, and then you can go there.
Okay, you know what? I'm looking at that chain
I
here.
know,
I'm looking at it.
I know. Okay, well,
I'm just looking at it.
I hear you.
But it's
I hear you.
change. You see how I got your name, you know?
Yeah, I got
right.
you, I
You know
got
when you feel those energies? Solution focus. Let me go over here. You got a brother over there? Go to the brother. Who wants the mic?
My brother. Do you want to take the center stage?
Yeah, are you ready?
You want to take the center stage?
You want the mic?
No, it's short and sweet, right? All I was going to say is that, especially if you're looking for a relationship right now, what I would always say, because everyone's looking and it's like you find 60% or 70% of what you want and you don't get the complete package of what you want. All I'm saying to you is, don't look at the positive side, look at the negative. And what you look at is, can you deal with what you don't like about that person? That's what you're dealing with. It's not the 60, the 70, the 80%. What you're dealing with is, can you deal with the 20%, with the 30%? You understand? If you can deal with that, then go on through.
Yes.
If you can't, that could be she can't cook, or he can't cook. That could be your deal breaker. You understand? It could be the she don't keep a clean house, or him not keep a clean house. That might be the deal breaker. But what you focus on, can you deal with what you don't like? If you can deal with it, go on through.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Pretty faces. Jeez, don't even start off the ladies with that, my God. Say nothing.
I got it.
Hi, brothers and sisters. I'm Shakira, and
Greetings, sis.
my name is Tida. Anyway,
Shakira, the brothers want to see you. I'm going to stand up in the spotlight real quick. Ebony Queen.
I am married.
You're married?
Yeah, this is.
Where you at, sticker there? All right. Just so hubby can watch this and say, yeah, man, yeah.
My God! This is my sister. We came together, so when you were speaking and when the brother was speaking metaphorically, I completely understood. But anyway, I just wanted to say, because when we talk about loving self and we talk about looking at the negatives, you have to get a journey to know negatives. You see, and that journey could take a very long time. So that's why you have to love yourself and understand your own flaws. So that's really all I wanted to say.
Beautiful.
Sharp and sweet. For love in all the wrong places. Been around, seen a lot of pretty faces and buttons. Know that I'm the one for you. Oh, come on, don't go like to say you've all been out with the Christmas. Everybody's been out with somebody who looks a bit. And if you're happy, you're shallow. Everybody needs to be loved. Solution focus.
We're here with the host, with the most, Mr. J Change. Now, when I say the man's good at his job, I have to admit the man is good at his job. Man chat for a living. As a matter of fact, I just had to drag him from the mic. He tried not to let go of it. He's passed it over to a book MC. We're going to bring up here after anyway. But yeah, man, like, today was like off the hook.
You know what? Today speaks for itself. And having you here consistently, recorded it, it's going to show people how important it is that we address these topics that we touched on. Because there were solutions, more than we had time to deal with. So that lets me know that, it was something that is well needed to be, addressed.
And the interaction this time with the men's involvement, because I know there's always been this call out, where the man at? Where's the man at? Where the man at? And to be honest, this time round, man represented. But in regards to the solutions and the feedback from the men, how did you find it this time round?
I felt like there were some real powerful contributions from the brothers, to the point where, the best contribution prizes went to two brothers. And one, did we give it to one sister? We gave to two brothers, yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't even get into the, I come here with camera, I can't even get into the dance. It was that ram down there. But
Yeah. So that says it all. And normally, it's always a contribution given to the sisters, because not only is it more sisters than brothers, but normally the contribution from the brothers isn't as impactful as it was tonight. So, yeah.
So, and also in regards to, because, when I opened up and I said, like, man's very good at what he does, I'm not saying that as some joke thing, in regards to the fact that enabled to speak with the crowd, and able to get the crowd to get involved in the conversation and stuff and that. Is it something is it something that you do for a living, or is it just something you just got a straight up passion for?
Great question. First answer is the second thing that you said. It is something I have a passion for. Then it's something that I will be doing as a living, because I do it ad hocly in so many different arenas, christenings, weddings. I'm not a go-to guy. So it's like, I know that this is something that I'm supposed to be doing while I'm here on this earth. You feel me? So now it's about, stepping into that as a way of life.
Well, look, we're going to be talking details right now as we build a brand. I'm fed up of presenting on my own brand, innit? Like, I'm seeking presenters, so we're going to have that conversation another time, you know? Like, yeah, you know, I'm always, because man know me from GKTV, man see me on my own platform, man might see, and it's not really, I like to be, you know, where my good brother is. And I just like to say to all the people out there, we've got a cameraman, got a fresh new cameraman, he knows the game, and he's blessed here right now. But, you know, to find other people who have a passion for speaking and know the thing and have a passion for the liberation of their people, but at the same time have got that personality to vibe with people and all that. And hopefully, you know, in the future, you know, for the brand, you can bring what you're doing and bring it to the brand. That would be so blessed. And, you know, can we get about, trust?
Yeah, you know what? It's not even the brand, it's more the person that I'm interacting with right now. And because you are who you are, the brand is what it is. And for me, I connect with energies. And this brand could have been called something else, it could be managed by someone else, but if maybe it wasn't presented to me by you, or wasn't presented to the Naked Truth by you, we might not be even allowing the interview, you feel me? So when you say go bro, we're there, that's what it is. That's credit to you and then to the brand.
I'm kind of happy with that still. Like, it's strange how things just turn up in the world, but that's the nature of things, innit? We just roll with what it is. But, you know, I like to say, like, a big shout out to what you're doing. The Naked Truth is absolutely phenomenal in what it does. I'm always telling people that you need to get involved. To be honest, this is the first thing I dropped on our YouTube page, and when I saw like over 1,000 views pop off compared to everything else I was putting on, it made me understand there's such a need for this in our community, and what you've got lined up. I mean, I'm gonna have a conversation with the 5-star general, but I know you don't work as a team. You know what I mean? What's the next stage? What's the next level on growth? I know you got the overnight thing coming up. Like, if you want to say something about that quickly.
Yeah. The Weekend of Love on the 29th of October. That right there is kind of, it's just as needed as the Naked Truth. And that's why it's been put on. And, you know, that's been hosted, and, you know, it's the baby of the females in the group, because they're more into that, you know, socializing in a nice environment, you know, having stayovers where you can reason, and they want to include the brothers so that the conversation doesn't feel like it's orchestrated. You know, like where it's here, everyone can come and put on their best foot and, you know, say their lines and hide. But when you're in an environment where you stayed overnight, you get to be yourself. We see you. That's naked, you feel me? So I would say anyone who's interested in the movement, come to that, the 29th of October. That, and you know what, there's so many things that we're building on right now in the Naked Truth. So stay close to my man here and the movement through our social media, his social media, and you can't get left out.
Trust me, it's like that coming up. 2017, we have got some big things, some big connections visually coming up. Peace.